Welcome to Trailers from Hell. I'm Mike Mendez. Today we're going to talk about a movie that I love that there's only so much I can tell you about because it needs to be experienced more than explained. This is Shinya Tsukamoto's TETSUO the Iron Man, which, if I had to break down the plot, is basically about a guy who's turning into a giant heap of scrap metal, and he's got a drill dick. So with that being said, here is Shinya Tsukamoto's TETSUO the Iron Man. So basically, this is sort of a weird revenge movie where a jogger who likes to put scrap metal in his body is hit by a car. Not knowing what to do, the man and his girlfriend dump the body in a river. The next day, the guy who's driving the car begins noticing strange changes, like pieces of metal starting to come out of his skin. The jogger he hit has actually kind of cursed him from beyond and turning him and controlling him into a piece of metal. And basically begins one of the oddest body horror films that I can think of. Eventually, like I said, he gets a giant drill for a dick and has sex with his girlfriend. That doesn't go so great, and he is continued to be tortured from beyond the grave by the scrap metal jogger, until there's a showdown by the two men, and who are both giant heaps of scrap metal, but there can only be one. If you like the films of David Lynch, the music of Nine Inch Nails, you may want to check it out, because this is a surrealist nightmare with an awesome, clanging, industrial soundtrack. The film is incredibly inventive with the use of its stop-motion animation for its chases. They kind of zoom through the streets of Tokyo using stop-motion one frame at a time, and it's a really cool effect that I really can't think of any other movie that's quite used it like that. Gritty black and white 16mm adds to kind of the weird kind of industrial edge to it. First time I saw it, I really have to say there was nothing I've ever seen like it. So somewhere between David Cronenberg body horror, stop motion animation of the Brothers Quay, mixed in kind of like a cyberpunk kind of novella of William S. Gibson or something like that. So director Shinya Tsukamoto also plays the jogger known as the Metal Fetishist. And it's based on a play that he actually wrote in college, which I have a really hard time imagining, but let's go with that. Shinya Tsukamoto went on to make many great Japanese films, but I kind of think this is, about his 8th film. I think this is what kind of defined him and put him on the map as an interesting genre filmmaker. So if you haven't seen it, I do recommend it. Definitely out there, not for everybody. Very graphic, but a very fun movie. This is TETSUO the Iron Man.